A being is in her whom she hopes to know, because she has no knowledge, she has no definite idea whether it will happen or not, but she knows that there is something within her, some intuition is there within her. Yes, there is somebody sitting within me, and he will take care of everything. That is the confidence she has got. A being is in her whom she hopes to know. A word speaks to her, a word speaks to her heart. She cannot hear. At the moment, her heart is dumb, her heart is mute, her heart is deaf. It cannot hear the word or that being who speaks to her. If fate compels whose form she cannot see, well, because she does not know, it looks as if there is this kind of a fate which is operating all these things and taking things forward. So a being is in her, a word speaks to her, a fate compels her, you see. But most important thing is, a being is in her whom she hopes to know. This is most important. In her unconscious orbit, through the void, well, she has plunged into the void. See, Earth Goddess, since when she is here? Since when she is here, Earth Goddess? She is here when this void started evolving. Right from the beginning, from the very beginning of this creation, when the evolution was initiated, the Earth Goddess was present there all the way. She is there right from the beginning, you see. So there was nothing in the beginning except void, And then slowly came out matter, slowly came out inconscience. Inconscience is a great progress, that out of void, inconscience has come. Out of inconscience, matter has come. That itself is a great progress. And this Earth Goddess is struggling, is doing all that kind of a thing all the time. In her unconscious orbit, through the void, out of her mindless depths, she strives to rise. Mindless, there is no mind at all. Mindless in that sense. There was no mind, without mind. Mindless here in the sense of without mind. There was no mind present. Out of her mindless depth, she strives to rise. A perilous life, her gain. A struggling joy. So there was nothing here. So there was no mind, there was no life. They have come out of that void because of that being is there. So she knows that something is happening because of being here. A thought that can conceive but hardly knows. A thought that can conceive but hardly knows. Now, see, here you have important thing. Grammatically, you have to understand that. A thought that can conceive. It could also be a thought that conceive but hardly know. It is not hardly know. See, he has kind of disconnected this phrase from this. Grammatically, they are disconnected phrases now. Thought can conceive. Thought that hardly knows. You see, it's not that thought can conceive and hardly know. It is not that. Thought that can conceive, thought that hardly knows. Thought that hardly means that thought is not sufficiently powerful enough to know everything. Grammatically, this is a very significant thing. You see, he has put that S, and the whole sense has changed completely. Otherwise, this plain language would have been a thought can conceive but hardly know arises. Well, it's perfectly grammatically correct also, you see. Arises slowly in her, and so that thought which can hardly know, thought that can hardly know arises in her slowly, because she is coming out of the void, total void. Arises slowly in her and creates an idea. It is the thought now which is leading to the idea, to speech. So these are again further advances now. There was no matter, there was no life, there was no mind, thought has come. Now and the idea is appearing, speech is appearing, and there is a trembling gladness that is less than bliss. Well, that is also a trembling gladness. Yes, yes, we are ignorant, we are toiling and all that thing, but still there is a kind of a gladness there. Though it may not be full bliss, proper bliss. Means our gladness is a trembling gladness. Invades from all this beauty that must die. Obviously, all this beauty, all these things which is described here, that's a beautiful thing. But that is going to die because that is not the real thing yet to be done, you see. A trembling gladness that is less than bliss, invades from all this beauty that must die. Alarmed by this sorrow dragging at her feet, earth goddess. Sorrow is there, she is moving on the serpentine road. She is moving there, but she is dragging also this sorrow along with her. And conscious of the high things, not yet won. She is conscious that there are beautiful things still there waiting. Ever she nurses in a sleepless breast an inward urge that takes from her rest and peace. Unless that thing is won, she cannot have rest and peace. She will keep on toiling, she will keep on moving, she will keep on struggling all the while. She will keep on doing that thing. Alarmed with the sorrow dragging at her feet, and conscious of the high thing not yet won, ever she nurses. So, in the world, the evolution has come to a certain point. There is a great progress already here. There are greater things yet here, but she is still restless because those things have not yet arrived here. An inward urge that takes from her rest and peace. Ignorant and weary and invincible. Obviously, she is ignorant of what, because she does not know. Her heart is not at rest and peace because what she wants to win, what she wants to gain, that she is not able to. In other words, that being which is there in her has already put a very high aim in front of her. She is aware of that high aim in front of her, and she is not able to reach that aim yet. She seems ignorant and weary and invincible. She seeks to the soul's war and quivering pain. Yes, she is ready to suffer war and pain. The pure perfection her mad nature needs. Her mad nature, because what she wants to achieve, she has not been able to achieve here. She has come out of the void, and therefore all the blemishes which are there are definitely causing her concern. A breath of Godhead on her, stone and mire. A faith she craves that can survive defeat. But she already had that faith, otherwise she would not have survived so far, you see. A faith she craves that can survive death. The sureness of a love that knows not death. That is something what she wants now. See, faith is all right, but she wants a sureness of love that knows not death. She knows that presently love is under the sway of death, is under the grip of death. And she wants to see that that grip of death is removed. She has that certainty in her soul, that confidence, that certainty, surety is there. The radiance of a truth forever sure. The radiance of a truth forever sure. See. Sureness of a love that knows not. In fact, this line summarizes everything. The sureness of a love that knows not death. The present status is that love is under the grip of death. But she has certainty in her soul that that grip will go away, will be removed, will not be there anymore. See here again, the radiance of a truth, forever sure. See here again, you have got sure and sureness. She even wouldn't care, you see. The sureness of a love that knows not death, the radiance of truth forever sure. A light grows in her because that confidence is there, that some kind of an intuition is there always in her, and she is fully accepting that intuition of her. She has confidence in her intuition. Yes, tomorrow something bright will definitely happen. And therefore, a light grows in her. She assumes a voice. Her state, she learns to read and acts she has done. Her state, she learns to read and the act she has done. She completely monosyllabic line. Her state, she learns to read and the act she has done. Her state, she learns to read 3 a.m. and the act she has learned done. 2 NFS, 3 a.m. 2 NFS. Completely monosyllabic line, ascending. See, it is short, long, short, long, short, short, long, goes on like this. Short, this is. So, ascending line, because the light is growing. But the one needed truth eludes her grasp. What is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? She has no yet full understanding, full grasp of it. You see. Herself and all of which she is the sign of that she has no grasp, no understanding. Why I am here? What for I am here? What I am doing here? Is it all right? Of that she has no full confidence in herself. You see. An inarticulate whisper drives her steps. There is a prompting, and with that prompting, she listens to that prompting and she proceeds and she moves forward. An inarticulate whisper drives her, of which she feels the force but not the sense. Yes, she is pushed here, but why is she moving? She doesn't understand. A few rare intimations come as guides. Sometimes some flash comes, some streak of lightning appears. Immense divining flashes cleave her brain. And sometimes in hours of dream and muse, when she is meditating, when she is contemplating, she is doing chintana, focus attention, thinking, when she is having that kind of some kind of a light, some kind of an entry appearance. Immense divining flashes cleave her brain. And sometimes in her hours of dream and muse, but see, we have no faculty. We also get those intimations and dreams. And when you are meditating, when you are contemplating, we are drawn in silence. Some kind of a thing appears to us, but we have no full confidence that we should accept that or not. You see, many times. The truth that she has missed looks out on her as if far off and yet within her. So yes, it is there within her, but she is looking. She is no aware of it. See. A change comes near that flees from her mind, and ever postponed compels attempt and hope. So postponed comes. So she keeps on attempting and hoping, continuing and hoping. Yet seems too great for mortal hope to dare.